You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, let's talk about Shedeur Sanders. We got celebrity Steve Harvey making a comment. He's concerned about the Shedeur Sanders situation. We've got comments from ESPN Radio as they believe that Shedeur Sanders might start as soon as the London game. And I got to tell you, from looking at the schedule, nah, I don't think so. I do think we're getting pretty close to Dillon Gabriel, depending on what happens over the next, either this weekend, next weekend. Joe Flacco's going to start this weekend. But I think after this week, the Dillon Gabriel Express may ramp up. I do believe that. And actually, where I think the Dillon Gabriel experience is going to really ramp up is, let's see, Packers, Lions, Vikings, Browns. This is where I think Dillon Gabriel is going to come in. October 19th. Might come in sooner. If they're getting blown out, he's going to get in some of these games. But October 19th against the Dolphins, and then the Patriots, and then the Jets, that's going to be 3 easier games. I think that is the window for Dillon Gabriel right there. Those 3 games before you get into the Ravens, then you get the Raiders, then you get the Niners. Now, if Gabriel shits the bed, I think you're looking at December 7th for Shedeur Sanders. That gives them the 7th, the Bears, 14th, Bills, yikes, Steelers, at least that looks like it's at home, and then the Bengals. But that gives Shedeur 5 games to close out the season if Dillon Gabriel shits the bed. But I do not believe that it will be the London game, all right? The London game is October 5th against the Vikings. I don't think so. Not unless we find out the Vikings effing suck. So, anyway, let's listen to this clip.
Are you ready for Gabriel?
I am. I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again.
Are you ready for Gabriel?
It doesn't matter.
All right, give me a can I believe in something, for God's sake? Nah.
You're going to see plenty of Dillon Gabriel this year.
Will I get to see my guy?
Yes. You'll see plenty
will
of
I get
him.
to see Shedeur?
You'll see plenty
Do
of
you
him,
think
too.
now, Chris, after this start, Shedeur's going to start a couple games? What do you think?
Oh, yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Shedeur might be in there by the time we land in London.
Okay, and I don't think that's going to happen. All right, that's just my opinion. I don't believe it's going to happen. So that leads us over to Steve Harvey, who's worried. He sounds like he's worried that the Browns are going to end up trading Shedeur Sanders. All right? Talking about the ESPN comments, that timeline might be stretching it a bit. But with the way the Browns QB room looks, they certainly seem like they would like to give him a legitimate shot when the time comes. On the Pivot podcast, celebrity Steve Harvey, I got to admit, Family Feud with Steve Harvey is really damn good, and it's funny as hell. Celebrity Steve Harvey expressed his desire for Sanders to get an opportunity, but he believes the Browns will get rid of him first. Quote, I am praying to God that Shedeur gets an opportunity, but knowing the Cleveland Browns, they dumbass is going to trade him. I think he has to show something for that trade value to be there. All right. And that's in light of even another team that's now emerged that he turned down during the draft. And Cam Newton has peeled back the curtain. He turned down the Ravens, an extremely stable franchise, and then he turned down what may be the best front office and most stable franchise in professional sports right now, the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I had heard the Eagles was a real thing as he started to drop, because Howie Roseman was like, we'll get him, just like we did with Jalen. Remember, they drafted Jalen, I believe it was the second round. They grabbed him, they set him behind Carson Wentz. The rest is history. All right? But he didn't want to go there either because of Jalen Hurts being the starter, like he didn't want to go. I mean, instead, you're with the Browns. Who's to say? I mean, yeah, you might get in there, but your actual pro career might get wrecked on one thing and one thing only: having decided to go to the wrong professional team. One that doesn't have a good history with starting quarterbacks. I mean, it's crazy. According to Cam Newton, however, the rookie had multiple avenues to escape the Browns organization, and just that he refused to take them. Quote, per my sources, Cam Newton exclaimed, it was 3 teams. The Cleveland Browns with Andrew Berry being the GM. It was the Philadelphia Eagles with Howie Roseman as the general manager. And also, it was the Baltimore Ravens with Eric DeCosta. At this point, it seems as if being a backup quarterback was always inevitable for Sanders, regardless of which team he fell to. That being said, sitting behind Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson, 2 of the most recognized signal callers of the modern era, have been much better than being behind QB3 to Flacco and Dylan Gabriel. It's crazy. Quote, why wouldn't you go to Baltimore? If any team or any person can relate to a guy like Shedeur Sanders, it's Lamar Jackson. His impact in the state of Florida, it's almost similar to the impact of the governor. He can relate to what Shedeur Sanders is going through, will go through, and prepare him to be a better player, not only on the field, but off the field. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine. Well, you have to do what's best for you, even if nobody agrees with it. It wasn't that Shedeur said, I'm too good for Baltimore, I'm too good for Philly. Anybody in the NFL has this consistent thought. I want to go to a team where I can play. That's great, but my God, you got to look at the history of the franchise. That's the biggest equation in all this. That people, I mean, even if Shedeur can play, can he overcome the Cleveland Brownness of it all? Can you overcome, we've seen it. Sam Darnold, Geno Smith couldn't overcome the Jets. The Jets being the Jets. I mean, it's the same kind of deal. It's the same franchises all the time that can't get the quarterback position right. And being behind Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts, they're dual threat quarterbacks. They're one pulled hammy. They're one bad hit from you being the starting quarterback. And I think people think Dylan Gabriel is going to look like a disaster. No, I think he's going to look good enough. It's going to be hard for Shedeur Sanders to get on the field. I don't think he's going to be spectacular. I don't. But I could see him coming out and sort of doing a Brock Purdy kind of situation where it's paint by numbers. He just hits the right check down. He hits the right guy in the flat. He can throw to the tight end. He's accurate. He's got a good arm. And next thing you know, instead of getting the last 5 games of the year, like I just said, you're getting nothing. I mean, I don't know if he was put on the trade market right now, would anybody want to trade for him? That's the question I've got. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.